Let's talk about something that happens so quickly, most parents don't even notice it. And it's this: what happens between a thought and your response? A lot of times we think we're reacting to what our child is doing, but if we slow it down, we're not reacting to what they did. We're reacting to what we thought about what they did. And that moment right there is where so much of this actually shifts. Now, let me show you what I mean. Your child doesn't respond to you. That's the situation, right? But in your mind, you fill in the rest with they're ignoring me or they don't care. And that can happen fast, so fast you don't even realize it. And now you don't feel calm anymore. You're feeling anxious or hurt or frustrated. And then your response comes from that place. So, what looked like a reaction to your child was actually a reaction to your thoughts. And this is where we need to slow it down because this is where parents get pulled out of a steady place, not because of what happened, but because of what they believed about what happened. Scripture says in 2 Corinthians 10 and 5, we are to take every thought captive. I want you to notice it says thought because that's where this starts, not out there, right here, in what you allow yourself to follow. Now, this doesn't mean you try to control every thought because that's not realistic. Thoughts are going to come, but what you do with them, that is where your authority comes in. And I want to make it simple because you don't need to fix every thought. You just need to stop automatically believing every thought. Now, that's the shift. So, what does that look like? It looks like this: your child does something, and instead of immediately reacting, you pause and you ask yourself, what did I just tell myself about that? Because what you're responding to is not just what happened, but what you made it mean. And when you start to catch that, everything slows down. You don't react as quickly, you don't go spiraling, and you don't feel pulled in the same way. And this is where it connects to what we've already been talking about. If your thoughts are leading you, you'll go right back into carrying. But when you slow that moment down, you can stay in covering them. You can respond from a steadier place. And that doesn't mean you ignore what's happening. It means you don't let your thoughts run ahead of truth. Not every thought is telling you what's actually happening. Some are assumptions, some are fear, some are just old patterns trying to pull you back in. And if you don't recognize that, you'll keep reacting in ways that don't actually help the situation. So if you've been noticing that you reacting to this and that faster or not how you want to react, then this is where you start. Not by fixing your child, but by slowing down that moment between the thought and your response, because that is where your choice is. That's where your control is. So, in the next video, we're going to go even deeper into this because sometimes what you feel is something is off. And sometimes that's real, but sometimes that's fear. And if you don't know the difference between fear and discernment, you'll either react too quickly or ignore something very important. So we're going to break down that next time. But for now, just start noticing that moment. What did I just think? What did I just believe? Because that's what's shaping how you respond to your child. And when you start changing that, then you'll feel the shift.